لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك الملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. So I'm sorry delaying a little bit because there's a lot of the groups, they are from different states. So I want to join live, but there's some technician, inshallah, who will fix it. So inshallah today is the first Hajj training, and we just focus today into the Fiqh of Hajj. That's the most important. And then the second Hajj training is concerning the spiritual thing, the wisdom behind all the Hajj rituals. You know, why, you know, what's the wisdom of Ihram and, you know, Jamarat and sitting in Arafat. You know, both is very important. The first one important because in Islam, that any type of worship, whether is it Salat, Hajj, fasting, you have to fulfill two conditions. Without this condition, Allah will not accept. The first one is the intention. Right? Innamal a'malu binniyat. Action judged by intention. But maybe the intention is correct, but the way we do it is not correct. So the second one have to do accordingly, according to Quran and Sunnah. So therefore we have to know the knowledge of the ibadat. As we know in Arabic they have called fardu ayn and fardu kifaya, right? Fardu ayn, fardu kifaya. Fardu ayn, that means everybody individually we have to do it. Like pray 5 times a day. I cannot say, brother, can you pray for me? I'm tired. Can you fast for me? No, you cannot do that. Right? And then we have fardu kifaya. Fardu kifaya, that means if a group of people, they do it, you know, the rest will not punish. Like pray jama'ah. If nobody pray jama'ah, everybody gets in. Somebody died, nobody take care of the janazah. Everybody gets in because fardu kifaya. The knowledge of Hajj is fardu kifaya. You know, if the sheikh know about the knowledge of Hajj, but when you're going for Hajj, it's become fardu ayn. When you're going to Hajj, the knowledge of Hajj become fardu ayn. When you have to know it individually, because in order to be accepted. And you will see that when you in the Hajj, a lot of people they're doing things, you know, and maybe you laugh because they didn't. I don't know what happened. They did not learn about before they come. You know, like some people, for example, Tawaf 7 times, some did 14 times. Right? And many things going to happen, inshallah. So that's condition, intention, and then what? You do it according to the Sunnah of Rasulullah SAW. So we start with the ayah. This from Surah Al-Imran. Allah SWT said, وَلِلَّهِ عَلَى النَّاسِ حِجُّ الْبَيْتِ مَنِ اسْتَطَاعَ إِلَيْهِ سَبِيلًا وَمَنْ كَفَرَ فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ غَنِيٌّ عَنِ الْعَالَمِينَ. وَلِلَّهِ, that means only for Allah, only for the sake of Allah. It is very interesting ayah. Every time Allah SWT asks us to do something, He asks you directly. وَأَقِيمُوا الصَّلَاةَ وَآتُوا الزَّكَاةَ. Establish salat and pay zakat. Right? Fasting. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu kutiba alaykumus siyam. Or you believe fasting is mandatory to you. Anything. But He didn't say, He didn't say, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu hajju. He didn't say it. Or if you believe, make Hajj. He said, walillahi. Only for Allah. Why is it? So Allah SWT remind us from the beginning. Because a lot of people, they go for Hajj with different intention. And one of them to be called Hajj. So So when you come back, you change your card, put Haji Hassan, Hajja Fatima. So Allah said, make sure that you Hajj only for me, right? That's number one. Number two, because the ritual of Hajj is different than the others, Salah and fasting. Because in Hajj there is Salah, in Hajj there is fasting, in Hajj there is Zakat, so it's complete thing. And so when you go to Hajj also look like maybe you will come back or not. You left everything, your family, your children, to meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah, I don't care what happened, because I'm going to meet you. Right? So Hajj is mandatory for the people, right? And the word Hajj in Arabic from the word Hajja Yahujju, mean qasada, to turn to work toward to, right? In Salah said, wajjahtu wajhi, I turn my face, right? That's turn. So Hajj, that means what? You're working towards something, but also from the word hajjah, need. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can use the other word like qasada. But you work towards something that you are really need. So when you walk toward Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you are need what? Need forgiveness, right? Need Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept your deed. Need to be in Jannah. Because like in the hadith said, there is no reward for people who get Hajj Mabrur except what? Jannah. Halas. So therefore why, in my country, people sometimes they're selling their cows, their houses just for the Hajj. Because, and also Shaitan, he said never cry, really crying, except during people was gathering in Arafat. Because when people gather in Arafat, Allah will call the angels and say, bear witness, right? Look at those people come from all the corner of the world. They ask for me, for one thing, to be forgiven. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the angel said, bear witness, I forgive all of them. So Shaitan maybe he have best friend, right? He know people go to hellfire because he always follow him. But now suddenly Allah change. So Shaitan crying, mostly, right? Man istata'a, and whoever to avoid it. So Hajj, there is in the 5 pillars, there is certain thing that not necessarily you have to do it. Like zakat, only when you have money, right? Fasting, if you are able to. Hajj is the same, if you can avoid it. When you live for Hajj, you have something behind, you left behind your family, you can, survive when you live. But only one of the 5 pillars that you cannot miss it, what's that? Salah. When you cannot Salah? When? Sick. You still can pray. You cannot sit down. Like you cannot stand up, sit down, right? You cannot sit down, lie down, right? So Hajj only for people who are able to go, right? So what is the excellence of Hajj? Number one is Hajj is one of the best deed. Somebody asked the Prophet, Ya Rasulullah, what is the best deed? He said to believe in Allah and Hajj Mabrur. Believe in Allah and Hajj Mabrur. Number two, Hajj is form of jihad. So Aisha Rasulullah said, Aisha radiallahu anha, Ya Rasulullah, men can get a lot of good deed, got a lot of reward. Men do jihad, pray Jum'ah, pray 5 times in the masjid, lot of things. What for us? Rasulullah said, Al-Hajj al-Mabrur is jihad. So Aisha, from that time, he went for 60 times. Aisha went for Hajj 60 times. He's from Medina to Mecca. Because this for woman also is part of jihad. See, Hajj wipe out of past sin. Right? The Prophet said, Man hajja falam yarfuth walam yafsuk kharaja kayawmi waladatu ummu. Whoever make Hajj and he avoid two things. Number one, he did not have relationship with his wife. Second one, walam yafsuk, he didn't say call name, say bad word, backbite, fighting. He returned from Hajj like new baby born, like his mother just delivered baby. He's sinless, right? And Haji, are Allah's guests. Remember, when you come for Hajj, you are not the guest of King Salman, the guest of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So therefore there is some etiquette, like if the White House invite you, there's some etiquette. You have to come on time, you have wearing certain clothes. So the same, you're going to meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, there's some etiquette we'll talk, inshallah. The reward of Hajj is paradise, right? It said, in the hadith said, "Laysa lahu jaza lil hajj mabrur illa al jannah." There's no reward for Hajj mabrur except Jannah. And also the money that you spend for Hajj is like the money spent fi sabilillah. So we have to have sincere, because the money you spend for the Hajj fi sabilillah, that means Allah will give barakah and increase your rizki. Did you hear said, oh man, I become bankrupt what? Because I went Hajj. Nobody. The same like sadaqah. Right? Every penny that you spend for Hajj will give you blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The condition of Hajj, they call shurut. Right? Number one, must be Muslim. Right? So inshallah, when you drive from Jeddah, and then before you enter Mecca, there is a sign, non-Muslim, turn right. Halas. There's one brother, his face like Korean. He went to Hajj, and the police told him, right? He said, I said, Hajji, you can speak. I said, Hajji wala. And then he saw the name, Salahuddin Ali. Right? Must be adults. Right? If you bring your children, it's good. So they have experience, but they have to come back again when they reach the age of puberty. Must be of sound state of mind. It's not crazy. Right? Must be free. That's long time ago. It's not slave. Must have necessary power and ability. It's good health. He have money. He have to support during the pilgrims. Arkanul Hajj. Arkan means the pillar of Hajj. Right? This is very important here. When you say Arkan, that means if you miss one of these, your Hajj is invalid. No Hajj for you. Right? Because there's another one called Wajibatul Hajj. Wajib of Hajj. Wajib of Hajj, your Hajj is still valid, but you have to pay the ransom. So this is 4. 4 is Arkanul Hajj. The first one is intention of Ihram. Not wearing Ihram, the intention. And this has to be before they enter the miqat. We'll talk about that, inshallah. Because any what? Any ibadah have to start by what? Intention. If you pray without intention, you are exercise. Assalamu alaikum. What do you do? I don't know. Right? Intention. Fasting the same, right? You're not intention, Allah again. So intention is very important. Second one, wukuf in Arafat. Stay in Arafat. Rasulullah said, Al-Hajju Arafat. Hajj is Arafat. You miss Arafat, khalas. Number 3, Tawaf Ifadah. They have 3 Tawaf, right? The Tawaf Qudum when you come the first time. And then Tawaf Wada, so very well to say bye-bye. All this not Arkan, just Wajib. If you miss these 2, okay. But if you miss Tawaf Ifadah, khalas. And the last one, Sa'i of Hajj. Sa'i of Hajj. Because we have Sa'i Umrah, right? But the Sa'i Hajj is Wajib. The one thing that's very important, in here, when if you work up intention, you can make up inside, but you had to pay down. You forget to make intention before you pass the miqat, the limit. For example, you arrive in Jeddah. Oh man, I didn't make intention. But you make intention now, but you had to pay dam. Dam means you have to slaughter, sacrifice one lamb, right? And so intention can make up in the middle. But wukuf Arafah, this is the most it's very, very difficult. If you miss it, khalas. Because the time of wukuf is very, very limited. From what you call Dhuhr until Maghrib. That's the time. But you can be until Fajr, but the best time is 2. So if you miss Arafah, then what? No Hajj. Come back next year. Tawaf Ifadah, the best is on the 10th of Dhul Hijjah. After you finish, you are there, and then you Tawaf Ifadah. Yeah? And then, but Tawaf Ifadah, I'm sorry, for example, for sister, you have a period on the time, you cannot make Tawaf. Yeah? So you can delay. And you can come back, for example, for some reason, oh man, you are really very sick, so you go back to America, but you still have 1 year to come back. You can still make up, right? The same is Sa'i. So only Arafat that you cannot make up, because only this very. So this is called Arkanul Hajj. What Arkan mean? If you not do it, what? No Hajj. No Hajj. Arkan. Like Salat. If you Salat, you forget Fatiha. You forget Sujud. No Salat, Sujud. Right? So Arkan. But you forget, for example, Dua Iftitah, you forget read Surah. You forget, for example, the Tahiyya Ibrahimiyya. Or we make ruku, you say Subhanallah bil A'la. It's okay. It's still valid. But no ruku, right? Salat is invalid. No, wajibatul Hajj. Wajib. So we have Arkan, we have wajib. Right? Wajib mean, if you not do it, the following, you can make up by paying the dam. Dam means blood. That means by sacrificing the animals. You understand, huh? So anytime that, this is very important. Anytime you miss this, right, you have to pay the ransom. Arkan what? If you miss Arkan, no Hajj. This one you can make up. What's that? Make intention and wearing ihram before miqat. Make intention and wearing ihram before miqat, before the Lent. Because Jeddah airport already inside miqat. Before, yes, now it's very close to Mecca. So suppose, you forget your ihram. For men, be careful, huh? Because this happen. Or you forget your sandal. Because you have to wearing sandal, no shoes. So you already, oh man, I know ihram. Right? So what do you have to do? Right? It's wajib to wearing ihram before miqat. So you have to pay what? Dam. Right? Stay in Arafat until sunset. So from Dhuhr until Maghrib. Right? For the one who do wukuf at daytime. Because sometimes some people sick, they cannot come, so they come at night, for example. Yeah. But if you come before Dhuhr, you have to stay until you cannot leave before Maghrib. You know what I mean? Yeah. Suppose for some reason you leave before Maghrib, right? You have to pay dam. You understand, huh? Mabit in Muzdalifah until midnight. You stay in Muzdalifah. Muzdalifah, a place that between Arafat and Mina. There's nothing there. You become homeless. It's a beautiful thing. You sleep on the floor. Khalas. So sleeping there or staying there is wajib. For some reason, there's stomach ache, you cannot stay there, so you just pass by. It's okay. but you have to pay dam. Right?
Imam,
Yeah.
what's the value of paying this dam, you call it?
Yeah, dam. It's a punishment.
I understand that, but what's the value? I mean,
The value, how much mean? How much? About 150 maybe.
okay.
Dollar, yeah.
Because it sounds like if you make mistakes, you have to pay dam here, you have to pay dam there.
Yeah.
So we should be prepared to, just in case, to have.
No, inshallah, you will not, you will not. You will not pay dam a lot. Don't worry, inshallah. Yeah, most people, because you are focused now. You will not miss all this.
Inshallah.
This is very important for you. Yeah? Every year I didn't find a lot of people, have to pay all this dam. Because everybody was, you have spirit, you are enthusiasm, you want to do all this, right? Mabit in Mina, you stay in Mina on the days of Tashriq, 10, 11, 12 Dhul Hijjah. You stay in Mina, because you can stay in the Earth Hotel, right? Yeah.
So are you going to remind us?
Oh yeah. So don't worry, this is just the beginning. Before we do anything, they have class. Anything. So tomorrow you go Arafat, they have class in Arafat. Tomorrow you go to Mina, there's class about Mina. What you do in Mina. This is why Hajj is different. Even the Sahaba, the Prophet always appointed Mutawif, the one who guide us. Because Hajj is different. Even you know it, especially in the beginning. You can't hide from the beginning, even you have book everything, and something confused. Like you drive the car. How you drive the car in the beginning? You look like this. Yeah. Even me, I was studying Azhar, but the first time somebody guided me, had to be. Even you are alim, the beginning. Because when in practical is different than the theory. So therefore, why is it you have to have somebody to lead you during the hard time? Right? So therefore, why I'm here is to lead you, to make sure that your heart is correct. That's the reason that we need a mutawif or imam. Stoning the jamarat. Right? But stoning, you can ask somebody to stone for you. If you are sick, you cannot walk. If the woman weak, anybody, But you have to if you are in good health. But if not, brother, I'm sick today, can stone for me. Yeah?
Excuse me, what time was the Jamarat?
Jamarat, the timing, the first one is after you come back from Muzdalifah. There's only one. We'll talk about this, inshallah. Only one. And then the second one after Dhuhr until Fajr. Yeah. So we'll talk about that also. Shaving the head for men or trimming the hair. Right? For women, just take a little bit. Don't need to shave right? Just few hair, you can take it. So this is arkan and wajibat. We have to know the difference between arkan and wajibat. Three types of Hajj. So we have three types of Hajj. The first one, ifrad. Very easy. To do Hajj, then Umrah. No dam. You need to slaughtering the lamb. Right? This mostly the one who live in Makkah, or the kings, the ambassadors, because the Jeddah airport will close on the 4th of Dhul Hijjah. So any Haji, they have to be there 8 days before. So you cannot do ifrad. Because that means what? You have to wear ihram until all these 10 days. It's difficult. Right? So, second one, tamattu. This is our Hajj. Most people, 90% people from outside, they do tamattu. What tamattu mean? To do Umrah and then Hajj. So when we come there, the first thing you go to Makkah, right? After finish Umrah, you take off your clothes. You just wearing regular clothes. Every day you go to masjid, right? You are free now. And then you go to Medina, no ihram, right? Until the time for Hajj. So the word tamattu means to enjoy. Faman tamatta, enjoy. Just enjoy. Right? Because you enjoy, so you have to pay something. And he said this is the best Hajj. Prophet said, tamattu is the best Hajj. Because in tamattu you have sacrifice there. At the same time also you have spent time. Before Hajj you have, spiritually you prepare already. You close to Allah, close. Every day you pray night there, you make tawaf a lot. So before Hajj, you already have your spiritual high, right? Not just come and then you make tawaf and, you're not ready. Like people, everything, when you start, like people, get married, 1 week the woman have to put henna and all this for preparation, right? You're going to meet Allah the same also, you need some preparation. So therefore, when you pray, before you pray Farad, you pray Sunnah, right? This is preparation also. Qiran, to do Hajj and Umrah at the same time. Right? And that's people, it's the rushing people, like business people. People came to Makkah for business, and most people, they're diplomats and all this, they go Hajj and go home, right? So they combine. When they combine, that means it's the same, Tawaf 7 times, but the intention at the same time. I do Hajj and Umrah. So Tawaf at the same time, Sa'i at the same time. So mostly, people, little, only a few people do the Qiran. Now, performing Umrah. Umrah is wajib or Sunnah? Sunnah, right? But when you go for Hajj, Umrah become wajib. Wudu is Sunnah. You don't need to have wudu. But when you're going to pray, wudu become wajib. Allah said, وَأَتِمُّ الْحَجَّ وَالْأُمْرَةَ لِلَّهِ. Said, complete Hajj with Umrah. So now, performing Umrah become wajib. You have to. The Hajj is not complete without Umrah. And Umrah very simple. Number 1, you're wearing Ihram before the Miqat. So we're going to wearing Ihram for the group in Beirut. So in Beirut, everybody going to be in Beirut wearing the Ihram. No intention. Until you ride the airplane, and then the pilot will make announcement. In half hour, we are approaching Jeddah. Then we said, Labbaik Allahumma al-Umrah. Oh, Nawaitul Umrah. I intend to do Umrah. That's it. Just Umrah. So intention, you don't say Hajj. Right? So the intention is very important. Labbaik Allahumma al-Umrah. Oh, Nawaitul Umrah. Or in English, I intend to do Umrah. That's it. Right? So wearing Ihram, that's number 1. So wear Ihram. For men, Ihram mean 2 clothes. Right? For women, anything. Right? And then you do intention. That's after that. And then as soon you enter Makkah, you do Tawaf. Of course, you stop in your hotel first, you put everything, you can take shower, you take rest, right? They have time, inshallah, for that. Because you need fresh, because you are on journey, right? Tawaf. Tawaf 7 times, we'll talk about Tawaf, inshallah, later. And after Tawaf, you pray in Maqam Ibrahim 2 rakats, and then you do Sa'i 7 times. After that, you shave your hair, out trimming, right? And shaving the hair and trimming is, you have to. You cannot change your cloth, you cannot wearing and using soup or shampoo before you tahallul. The word called tahallul, it means make it halal again. Before it's haram, become halal again. So tahallul, because sometimes people forget. Everything, you go home, you take shower, put shampoo. Oh, I not shave my hair. So you have to pay dam. So everything dam. You violated, you did dam. Right? So don't worry, I will be there, I remind you, hey, make sure that you shave your hair first. And as soon as you come out from even from masjid, you see barber there. Right? Yeah. But make sure you do it in the special place. Because a lot of people on the street, they will bring the knife. And then will shape you like a chicken. You see bleeding here. It's very cheap. Yeah.
Can you take your machine?
Yeah, you can use the machine.
You can bring your
Yeah, you can bring your own and you can do it. Some people do that in the hotel,
it's
in the
okay.
exchange. Okay.
It's okay.
Okay. You can do that. Now, when you enter Makkah for Umrah, you have 2 Tawaf. Tawaf Qudum and Tawaf Umrah. Qudum mean welcoming. Qudum mean you start coming, because when you come to the masjid, what do you have to do? You pray 2 rakat called Tahiyyatul Masjid. Right? So also when you enter, the first time you enter Makkah, or you enter Kaaba, you have to do Tawaf. But because you're doing Umrah, right, so you make two intention, right? So you said, Nawaitu Tawaf al-Qudum wal-Umrah. I intend to do Tawaf Qudum and Umrah. So only 7 times, not a 14 times. Right? Remember that you can combine in Sunnah thing. Right? You come to Masjid, right? And you said, oh, this 3 minutes will give pray. If I pray Tahiyatul Masjid and then you pray Qabliyah, will not make it. So you come to Masjid, you intend what? To pray Sunnah, Tahiyatul Masjid and Qabliyah. You can combine it. Or the sister, for example, you're going to make up your fasting because you missed 5 days in Ramadan, and also you're going to do what? 6 Shawwal. So you can make intention. I intend to make up for your fasting and also Shawwal. So you get 2 reward. 6th day of Shawwal and also you make up. You don't need to wait until 6th day and then you make up, right? Yeah. So it's 7 times. As you know, the Tawaf start from Hajar Aswad, right? You just say Bismillah, Allahu Akbar. It's sunnah to kiss, but it's impossible, right? Or you put your hand. So just like this, Bismillahi Allahu Akbar, and you move, right? And we're going to give you the book, inshallah, and then you read. And basically, the good thing in Hajj, there is no certain recitation you have to read. Right? You can read whatever you memorize. You can say Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah, wa la ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar. Just dhikr. La ilallah wahdahu la sharika lah. Lahul mulku alhamdu hiya yumit wa ala kulli shay'in qadir. Right? Astaghfirullah, whatever. I memorized just one dua, Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah. Right? You can read from the book also. And also, after you read that, you can read in your language. Whatever language you speak, right? So this is Allah understand all the language, because sometimes people reading and didn't understand. It is good also in the book there's translation. So before you read Arabic, you read the translation first, right? And some people sometimes, because from Quran, he just read it. So one day this man was making tawaf, and he read dua of the wife of Prophet, the wife of Imran. Rabbi inni nadartu laka ma fi batni muharrara. As a man, Wallah, I make oath, what in my stomach. So a man make dua to Allah, what in my stomach. So in Arab understood that. They said, Ya akhi anta hamil? Are you pregnant? So he didn't know what the meaning of that. Good, so he made that dua. And one time a group from Kosovo, he said, he make dua, go to restroom. Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-khubuthi wal-khaba'ith. I said, brother, you go to the restroom? So why? This is not a restroom. Oh. So it's important to understand the meaning of the dua you read, right? So after finish 7 times, right, it is sunnah to pray in Maqam Ibrahim. That's where dua accepted, right? You don't need to be exactly, because it's difficult. Any direction, you go far away a little bit, you get together, inshallah, and then you pray the 2 rakat, and then you make dua there, because dua accepted there, right? Sa'i from Safa and Marwa. So now it's very easy. Before, to go to Sa'i is very difficult, because you have to cross people making tawaf in the 2nd floor. But now make it like tunnel and go up. So Sa'i, the same. You look into the Kaaba in the top, and you make intention for Sa'i. We will together, inshallah. And they start from Safa, the mountain of Safa. In the 1st floor, it is easy to recognize, because you see the mountain of Safa, the hill of Safa. But 2nd floor, there's no hill, right? Something crowded. Right? So we have to look at the sign, Safa. Because you cannot start from Marwa. Because Hajar, when she running, start from Safa. And Safa close to the Kaaba. If you look at like this, you can see the Kaaba there. Right? Yeah. Safa how many times? 7 times. So, for example, Safa and Marwa. That's one. Right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Always ended in Marwa. One time we have a group and he missed the group for some reason. So he and he come back, he was bruised, his feet. Man, the most difficult Hajj is Sa'i. So you know what he did? He did 14 times. Because if you read English, it said 7 circle in English. Something like this. Right? Yeah. So basically, Safa is first and then Marwa, right? Just like this. So 7 times. Right? So shaving the head and trimming the hair, for people who are the first time Hajj, it is, highly recommended to make it bald head, to shave all the hair. Because that means, when you're born, you do what? Akikah. In Akikah Sunnah, right? So this is the second time you do it, right? Yeah. But if you do it the second time, third time, it's okay. If you don't want to, right? So by shaving head and trimming the hair, the Umrah is done. Halas, you are free now. Yeah.
What about shaving?
No,
You
nothing.
don't shave, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So, if you shave your hair in the Umrah, how you do it in Hajj, like after?
Yeah. So during Hajj you become bald head, right? What do you have to do now? Right? Just take a knife and just like this, like a symbol, right? So ulama have two opinions. Some said it's good to shaving during the Umrah, but the strong opinion, you wait until the Hajj time. So the big one. So that means after finish the Umrah, just cut little bit, trimming. Right? At least, Imam Shafi'i had 3 hair at least. So just take a little bit. Then after Hajj, after Tawaf Ifadah, right? And then you, after the stoning, the first one, and then you shape it, or your head. Yeah. So that's, now after finish the Umrah, you stay in Makkah, you go to Medina, and then you go back to Makkah. That means you are in the 6th of Dhul Hijjah now, will be. So on the 8th of Dhul Hijjah, we're going to Mina on the day of Tarawih. So question to you know before, right? Going to Mina on the 8th of Dhul Hijjah is among Arkan Hajj or Wajibatul Hajj. It's a Rukun, right? The pillar of Hajj or the Wajib of Hajj. Wajib. So if you miss this one, your Hajj is still okay. Because mostly people from Indonesia did not go here. They go to Mina. You go the next day, direct to Arafat, from Africa also, from different country, mostly Arafat. Go to Mina. But we're going there because it's Sunnah. Rasulullah SAW, he went on the 8th to Mina. So he follows every step of Rasulullah SAW. And also good, because by staying in Mina, you really have spiritually, you really have very strong preparation. Because you stay in a hotel, you're not really preparation. In Mina, you are in a tent now. What do you do? Just ibadah. In Mina, you're going to pray Dhuhr, and after Dhuhr we have class, and then you make dua, and then you pray Asr, the same. And you sleep there, right? Yeah.
Is Mina wajib or sunnah?
Mina is wajib. Staying in Mina is wajib.
But so people who doesn't go there has to pay them.
Has to pay them. On the 8th, no. On the 8th of Hijjah, if he miss it, he not need to pay them. If miss it on the 8th, it is sunnah, not wajib. But then staying after Arafat, staying in Mina become wajib. So everybody will be in Mina. Everybody will be in Mina. But on the 8th of the Hijjah is sunnah, right? So if you miss this one, but if you already in Mina, you can leave Mina. So you have to make sure you bring your medicine, everything. So therefore, before you go to Mina, we have to have class like this. I'm going to give you everything, that the least what you have to bring for Mina, right?
As a group, are we living on the 8th?
Yeah, on the 8th. Everybody going to be the 8th. So in Mina, after Fajr, So now we are on the 9th of Dhul Hijjah. After Fajr, we are leaving for Arafah. This is Hajj. Al-Hajj Arafat, Hajj is Arafat. Right? Departing to Arafat. Right? So we're leaving mostly, but maybe after breakfast. And we'll be arrive in Arafat. It's about maybe 10, 11 o'clock. Most people will take rest. You know, you have to have your stamina, your health be in good. Because this is the time that we need to spend a lot in dua. Right? Then after Dhuhr, they're going to have, you're going to pray Dhuhr and Asr combined, and then going to have khutbah. The Rasulullah give khutbah to Wada, so we're going to have khutbah. You know, khutbah Arafat. Very important khutbah. Remind you about their journey and everything. And after khutbah, then you stay there, make dua. In Arafat, it is sunnah to make dua, you stand up like this, standing up. No, you tired, sit down. You tired, sleep a little bit. Just half hour sleep and come back. But not sleep 3 hours, right? You will be tired because this is the best time. You have to bring everything, dua, the list of people they ask you to make dua for them. We'll talk about that inshallah. It's very important time. Until when? Until sunset. You can stay until Fajr, right? So this is the timing. But the best timing is from Dhuhr to Maghrib, sunset. You cannot leave Mina, Arafat before Maghrib, right? So we'll talk about this inshallah on the next Hajj training, about the virtue of Arafat, everything, and what they call, why they call Arafat and so on. So after Maghrib, everybody going to prepare to ride the bus. Remember, not only you, we have million people there. So riding the bus is also jihad. Riding the bus, everybody going to ride the bus, right? But most of them make lottery. You know, with group first. Yeah. Sometimes maybe we leave at 8 o'clock, sometimes 9 o'clock, sometimes after midnight. So every group is according to the, so to be fair. So departing from Arafat to Muzdalifah. This does look like Muzdalifah. You know, I mentioned like you are homeless now. And stay there until midnight. This is wajib. You have to stay until midnight. If you leave Muzdalifah before midnight, you have to pay down. But after midnight, you can leave. Some people stay after midnight, and some people will stay until Fajr. Both is correct. So our group will be leaving inshallah after midnight. Yeah.
How far, between the places?
They ride the bus. It's about maybe from about 3 kilos from Arafat to Muzdalifah. Right. And then 2 kilos to Mina. Right. So mostly we're going to ride the bus, and ride the bus we go to Makkah for Tawaf Ifadah. Right. So inshallah, if leaving, so this is the stoning. We'll go back to stoning. So Tawaf Ifadah, we're changing the sequence. This is the what? Wajib Tawaf. So suppose you are midnight, you're leaving Muzdalifah, inshallah before Fajr we're already in Makkah. Right? We do Tawaf Ifadah, that's wajib. This is the most difficult Tawaf. But if we come earlier, inshallah, because people not everybody coming yet. Because I had 2 ways to go to Makkah from that place. Walking and riding the bus. We can ride the bus, we can drop you there, and then make Tawaf Ifadah. So after Tawaf Ifadah finish, the 7th time, and then we shaving the head, or trimming the hair, and then you go back to your place in Aziziyah, take rest, take shower. It is the Eid time now. You're going to eat your slaughtering, your sacrifice, right? And then you go back after Asr for the stoning. Stoning. So this is on the 10th of the Hijjah, stoning. So this is only one stone. This is the law. This is odd pictures. No, shaitan is bigger. This is the law. So bigger is easier to stone it. And this is a long time ago. Look at. Can you imagine here? if you stone here, how you leave this place? A lot of people dying here, right? So alhamdulillah, they make it bigger, right? And so this only, so that on that day you only what? 7. So therefore, while you are here, you pick up the stone. Yeah, 49 you get at least. 49 stone for 3 days, right? You can make it more than that, so prepare stoning there. If you forget to bring stone from Muzdalifah, you can take stone from everywhere, anywhere. Yeah, in Makkah. We'll talk about how big that stone and so on, because some people big like this. I say, brother, no, I want to hit this shaitan. Right? And some people have 7 already finished, and stone somebody heard. I say, why? I thought he's shaitan. But it's a true story. People from Palestine told me the story. Long time ago, when only 2 floors, so people were stoning in the basement, and he looked at the top. So a man, he's from Nigeria, is big. He go to the edge of the stoning. So you go inside here. So you can see from behind. People thought, shaitan! So, and took him to ambulance, by ambulance. Right. Nothing happened, right? So but in the 11 and 12, we're going to stone 3 of all of them, right? So this is Aqaba, Wusta, and Sugra, right? So this is from here, and then we go back to Makkah. We'll talk about that, inshallah, when we're closer to. So remember again, don't worry. So before stoning, we talk about stoning, right? So you have fresh, This is just general, right? So slaughtering, you don't worry, because you paid already, so we'll take care of everything. We have people who will slaughter for our sacrifice. Yeah. So this is now the new one, building in Jamarat. This is inside here.
Is this completed, or is this what they're building?
Yeah, completed. Yeah. There's escalator. We have lifts, everything. Yeah, big. No, it's the easiest place. The easiest among the ritual of Hajj is Jamarat. Shaitan is big. Yeah. So now what remaining is called Tawaful Wada, Freewell Wada. This is the end of everything. After everything, you do Tawaf Wada, mean to say goodbye. It's good etiquette. Before you leave, say Allah, bye-bye, right? Tawaful Wada. Tawaful Wada, the ulama take opinion. Imam Shafi'i says Sunnah, Imam Hanafi say Wajib. If it's Sunnah, that means for some reason the woman you have period on the time, so you don't need to. Or you can also, when you do Tawaf of Ifadah, you make intention also for Tawaf Wada. If something happened to you, you already done. You understand what I mean? Yeah. But for Hanafi is Wajib, so that means if you don't do Tawaf Ifadah, just pay the dam, right? So after finish the Tawaf Wada, you make dua there, the Hajj is done, right? So what is miqat? What's miqat mean? You have to make intention and wearing ihram before past the miqat. The first one, Yalamlam, now is Jeddah, about 54 kilometers from Makkah, right? But no, by the way, everybody will go Yalamlam, because everybody by airplane, right? You have to be there. Yeah, because the airport is closer to Makkah, so you have to be the west. Your airplane is transit, and Bir Ali people mostly from Egypt. From Medina, from Syria, they're going to make. So therefore, this is like the people from Medina. This is called Bir Ali, right? Or Dhul Hulayfa. Yeah, but Rabiq, if mostly from Egypt, and Juffa mostly people from Iraq. That is the. So we'll be here. Our ihram. Ihram for men, that means it's not necessarily white, but it's a sunnah white, because Rasulullah wearing white, everybody wearing white, right? The ihram, and you have to bring ihram from here, because at least one.
Where can you buy it?
You can ask my wife. Yeah. Talbiyah. This is the only recitation that you have to read it. Talbiyah. At least one. If you don't read one, also you have to pay dam. This is at least one. So you have to memorize this one. This is the only dua you have to memorize. Yeah? You can practice Allah. Say after me, inshallah. Labbaik Allahumma labbaik. Labbaik la sharika laka labbaik. Innal hamda wan ni'mata laka wal mulk la sharika lak. Labbaik Allahumma labbaik. لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك La sharika lak. Labbaik is the polite response when somebody call you. In Arabic said, Ya Ali, labbaik ya Baba, labbaik, right? So what happened, Ibrahim alayhi salam, after finished he built the Kaaba, Allah SWT asked him to call people. So Ibrahim went to the Jabal Abi Qubais. Wa'addin fin nasi bil Hajj. Right? So on that day, you are in the form of spirit. You are not born yet. And you said labbaik. Right? So now you repeat that. You know, labbaik ya Allah, I am here. I am in your service. Right? And this is all the word of Tawheed. La sharika lak. There's no partner with you. Right? Innal hamda, all the praise and thank, you know, and all the blessing is belong to you. That means Allah, I am able to come for Hajj because of you. Not because I'm rich. No people richer than me. Right? So to show two things here. To show this, I come only for you. And I able to come here because of you. Right? That's the meaning of the... And this is also when Jibril did Muhammad to say that, and Rasulullah repeated with all Sahaba, they did together, Labbaik Allahumma labbaik. This is walking from Medina to Makkah. And then Jibril came again, Muhammad, tell them raise their voice. And they raised the voice. Labbaik Allahumma labbaik. So don't labbaik, say labbaik Allahumma labbaik. So write the voice. He said, why? He said, Jibril said, they said, no rocks, sand, or trees who hear this recitation unless they become witness in their judgment. So if you are right, you raise your voice, so that means even the tree far away can hear you. Right? That's the meaning of that. And Hajar Aswad, you know, Tawaf have to start from Hajar Aswad. This is the stone from Jannah, right? After Ibrahim built the Kaaba and finished everything, and Allah SWT asked Ibrahim to, you know, because the rock is look like how you start, right? And try to find the rock that different. He couldn't find. He looking for 1 week with his son Ismail, and they said, son, just let me try to find today. You couldn't find, we can ask Allah. And in the 7th day, the Jibril came and brought the rock from Jannah, and it was, when they put it, was shining. You can see the light, right? But Istighfar said, because not after that, people went astray, and people wearing tawaf naked, you know, mixed it. So Allah SWT, you know, cover the light, right? In one hadith said, the judgment, before I lift the Kaaba, you can, people can see again the shining. And also Hajar Aswad will become witness. So Umar bin Khattab said, I know you are only stone. If the Prophet did not kiss you, I will not kiss you. And Ali was behind him. He said, Umar, no, it's not only stone. He become witness the judgment. Now you say like this. So therefore when you say Hajar Aswad, you say like this. The Prophet said, Hajar Aswad is the right hand of Allah. So you have to have faith. That means you say like this, wiping to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right? Like you shake Allah's hand. So this is why the knowledge of Hajj is very important, because when you do it, you can feel it. So the next Hajj training is about that, about the spiritual thing concerning the Hajj. So Sa'i from Safa and Marwa, right? This story of Hajar, we'll talk about this, inshallah. Dam, what dam mean? You slaughter. Dam mean blood, sacrifice. You can slaughter lamb, goat, or camel. Camel for 7 people. There's no cow there. You know, you cannot change with 7 chicken, for example. No. And water Zamzam. It is sunnah, before you do it, you drink water. And before also, for example, you finish Tawaf, and before you go to Sa'i, drink water also. And don't forget, you know, drinking water Zamzam is part of ibadah. The Prophet forbid us to do things beyond the limit. For example, when you drink, not no, only Zamzam. You can drink Zamzam until sunnah, okay. Prophet said, Yatadallah. And Zamzam is not only what you call drink, also food. You know, one day when I was in Egypt, a group from Indonesia, I had to lead them for Tawaf. I'm hungry. So I asked them, let me eat first. No. You know, when you see the Kaaba, what do you do? Oh man, I'm hungry. Alhamdulillah, I did drink the Zamzam a lot. And Alhamdulillah. Yeah? So therefore, because it's ibadah, don't forget, every time you drink Zamzam, make what? Intention. And in the book, inshallah, give you, there's some intention. Or can, and some ulama said, Ya Allah, please remove my thirst in the judgment, in the mahshar. Oh Allah, you know, make my tawaf stronger. Whatever. Oh, maybe you are sick, you have some problem. You know, you make Zamzam. Subhanallah, every year that I bring people, some people have all kind of sickness. Look like he won't make it. And alhamdulillah, during the hard time, you know, they sing Zamzam and they have new human being spirit. Yeah. The Prophet said, Ma'u Zamzama lima shuribalah. The water of Zamzam is how you intend when you drink. Now, the last one, inshallah, for today, restriction of Ihram. So after you make intention, you're wearing Ihram, you know, you have to be careful. A, sexual intercourse and all matter leading to it. So if you husband and wife together, leading to it, that means you cannot talking with your wife like you are in honeymoon time. Hi honey. No, you don't honey. During the way you talk on during this time, you have to be careful, right? Yeah. Because people forget. One time I was a Hajj and he was calling his wife Habibti. He called his wife my beloved, something like that. I said, Yahweh. Right? Because during the time you have to forget your body. You really lift up your spirit. Right? Committing sin that cause a man to deviate from path of obedience to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Like a fighting, argument, backbiting, right? It is very important because you will see people a lot fighting. Because, yeah. Some people want them, you know, my friend's story, a woman big and hit, slap like this. I said, why you slap me? You did to me yesterday. He said. Revenge. I said, I wasn't here yesterday. It was twin. It is true story. Right? Because, you know, when Tawaf, some people didn't care about you. They're big, they push you. What happened? Hey, they push you back, right? No. Alhamdulillah. Somebody push you, alhamdulillah. Somebody step on you. What's happened? So that means thing that can trigger you. Can you make you angry? Or you waiting for bus is late. You complain. Immigration sometimes. You just have to wait. People say, hey brother. People fighting during that. So this have to be careful. Yeah. Disputing, right? Arguing. Disputing might be in your room. You're waiting for the restroom. Especially in Mina. In Mina, so therefore be careful what you eat. Because if your stomach ache, you have to line up like this. People, everybody 5 minutes, 10 minutes. People sometimes, brother! So you cannot do that. Khalas. Or maybe, in Mina, you sleep like sardines. Maybe people close to you snoring. In Mina, it's like music. You will see that. It's beautiful, right? So if you are temper, maybe you forget. Hey brother, I couldn't sleep. Right? Or fighting with companions, servant and others. So be careful try as best you can during the Hajj. Don't give order to somebody.
Don't give order.
Order. Brother. Right? No, even to sleep. Because you are asleep now. Because you already have something here. That when you are higher. Right? Wearing any swan clothes. So any swan clothes may mean like something to go in your hand and your leg. So like a pen and all this. Like shirt, hooded, robes, cloak, underpant. For underpant, if somebody have problem, right, you can wear it. Somebody have leaking or something, it is for men. For women, it's okay. Yeah. Clothes dyed with a perfume. So before you do ihram, you can put perfume in your body, not in the ihram. Right? Yeah. Shoes. You can wearing shoes. So you have your toes and the ankle have to be open. So they put a sandal or something that, right?
You can wear a sandal.
You can wear a sandal, yeah. No shoes, right? Or sawan slippers. As for women, she may wear all of both, but she is forbidden to use perfume cloth or a veil that cover the face and glove. So basically, the ihram of woman is face and the hand. So if somebody wearing niqab during the Hajj, she cannot wearing niqab. The face has to be open almost, and the hand. The ihram of man basically is the head. You can cover your head. You understand what I mean? It's very important because sometimes the weather is so hot and you forget, you put your ihram. Or sometimes people some people sleep have to put all the blanket. Sometimes at night I have to check and I open it. People go inside. He thought he is in his home. Right? So woman, you can cover your face in Mina and Arafah. Have to be always open. Yeah. Clipping nails. So therefore, before you start wearing ihram, you have to cut your nails. Sister, if you used to be like, people sometimes like lion. Right? So during the time. And some people forget something. Some people have habit like this. So you cut one, you have to pay them. Just like this per limb. Right? Shaving or cutting or removing hair by any means. People sometimes, some brother have hair here. They have habit like this. Right? Have to pay them. So you have to forget it. Right? From the hair or any part of the body. Using perfume on body or clothes by man or woman. This is very important because sometimes you come out from the hotel, people are selling perfume. See, that's a good perfume. And just. Right?
So if somebody has a problem, hair fall, or if it's not even not.
Yeah, it's okay. Unintentionally, it's okay. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah. People sometimes they have habit. I'm sorry. Put like this. There's hair too, right? Yeah. Engaging in hunting. Inshallah, we don't have this one. But before people go to Hajj from Africa, from Indonesia, they are on the foot. Sometimes in the middle, you find deer and all this, right? Yeah. Yeah.
If somebody rob your perfume, because you see there's people that sell perfume,
yeah.
What do you need to do?
If you avoid it, you don't need to pay nothing. But no, and somebody is just
Yeah.
But if you said, then you had to pay them, right? Contracting a marriage, right? So you are in Arafat, you're interested in your sister, I want to marry you. Or acting Acting on behalf of others, you become wali now. And my father not here, can you be wali? Right? Yeah, as a guardian. So you cannot do it. Penalty. Any Hajj did violate the above restricting of Ihram beside sex intercourse have to slaughter a sheep, right, or camel or goat, or feed sick needy people if they are unable to pay them, or fast 3 days to atone for it. Right? So they have three options. Sexual intercourse with one's wife invited Hajj or Umrah. That's only during 5 days they're wearing ihram, right? Beside the 5 days, yes, man will say, wife and husband can have relationship. Yeah. What is permitted to muhrim? We have muhrim and mahram, right? Muhrim and mahram. Don't confuse. Mahram is the one that you cannot marry with them. So your husband become mahram. Your father, your uncle, right? Your brother is mahram, not muhrim. Muhrim, the one who wearing a ihram, right? So what you can do? Taking bath and changing clothes. So you go to restroom, for example, you can change the clothes, right? So for example, your what you call your ihram dirty, you can change, but you change in the restroom, and also you can take a bath, but make sure that you're not wearing shampoo, you're not wearing, or you can wearing the unscented soap. Yeah. Covering the face for men, not for women. Right? You know, sometimes we use the what? For like doctor? Mask, yeah. It's okay. No, you can. This is what is permitting the ihram. Yeah? You can do it. Yeah? Women are allowed to wear shoes. So women, be careful, you have to wearing shoes like shoes for the sport, right? So don't wearing shoes like when you marry like this. Because you can, right? Covering the head by mistake, right? Brother, for example. But you can use umbrella. Because umbrella is not covered like this, right? For the people from Iran, they have believed that even the car, you can have roof. And you will see people from Medina to Makkah in the heat and they're not covered. Yeah. Cupping or opening and abscess, pulling the tooth or cutting vein, all is okay. You know, sometimes people take the blood. Yeah. Itching in the head and body, you know, you can lay like this, but make sure not. Yeah. Looking in the mirror, right? But not too much, right? Because you have to forget your body during that. Yeah. Yeah, smelling sweet best is okay. Because in Arafat now we have a lot of trees. Right? Wearing belts is for men very important, you know, because I'm sorry, you don't wearing nothing inside, so you have to need belts. Because if you fall down, you are right. And it's happened. People sometimes stoning like this, and they fall down. And because it is Arab there, they said, Ayab mean it's no good, simple. So he just said, no, Ana Usman. And he says, oh, right? So you can bring that or you can buy off of it. Wearing kohol in eyes, it is sunnah, something. Sitting under the shade, you know, of an umbrella or tent or roof is okay. Using henna, Aisha radiallahu anha, before she started Umrah, making henna. Kohol is sipat. You know, this is you put it in your eyes. Rasulullah used to use it before sleep, so if all the dirt will come out, right? It's mostly from this certain stone and the seed of the death. They put like this. It's medicine, right? Killing fleas, flies, and lice, right? Killing the 5 biggest animals, right? Like crow, kite, yes, scorpion, mouse. We don't have now, right, over there. Something that's dangerous to you, right? So that's a restriction of Umrah and what is okay. So this is okay, right? Yeah. So inshallah, in the next Hajj training, we will talk about this is the Fiqh issue. It's very important, right? Because I mentioned that in order to be accepted the Hajj, you need two conditions, right? Correct intention, and we have to do it accordingly. Yeah. The second one, so you can feel it, why we have to Tawaf, Arafat, Muzdalifah, what's the wisdom behind. It's very important also, because then when you are there, you can grasp, you can feel it something. Then just, you do it, like robot, right? No meaning, right? So 5 minutes, Allah. If you have any question?
Is there any summarized for the steps, the order of performing different?
Yeah. So we will send you, inshallah. My wife will send you, inshallah, all in detail, all schedule by day, by time.
How about medicine and eye drops, those who are needed, when they can use?
Good question. Any kind have connection with the medical or medicine is okay. You can use it during the time.
And eye drops?
I drop everything. Yeah.
Should we bring some,
Even if your feet have hurt, you cannot walk by sandal, you can use the shoes also. Yeah.
should we bring something from our doctor that says these are the prescriptions for this person? Something that...
Yeah.
Should we bring something from the doctor that says that these 5 prescriptions belong to me, let's say, as an example, prescriptions. Should I bring them or no?
Yeah.
Proof from a doctor.
Yeah. You can bring it. And also for there, it's not like here. If you need the medicine, you get to do the pharmacy, and you don't need to have prescription. Just tell them what you have, they will give you a medicine.
Now I know all the information that you share is a whole lot of information. Do we have like a team leader that kind of reminds you of?
Yeah. So as I mentioned in the beginning, this is just general. So when we are there, we have classes, and before you do anything, for example, tomorrow we go to Arafat, so we talk about Arafat. Tomorrow we go to Stoning, we talk about Stoning. So everything, inshallah, we'll take care, inshallah. Sister, brother? Next week, yeah. Yeah, so before you leave, inshallah, don't forget, my wife going to give you something, right? Let's make dua, inshallah. Alhamdulillah hamdan ya fi ni'amaka fi mazida ya rabbana lakal hamdu kama yanbaghi li jalali wajhika wa adhimi sultanik. Allahumma salli wa sallim ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala washabihi ajma'in. Allahumma anfa'na bima 'allamtana wa qina adhaban nar. Allahumma la sahla illa ma ja'altahu sahla. Allahumma sahil fi umur hajjina. Allahumma aj'al hajjana hajjan mabrura wa sa'yan mashkura wa dhanban maghfura wa tijaratan lan tabur. Allahumma balighna ila baitikal haram wa ziyarat rasulikal azam. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanatan wa qina adhaban nar. Wa sallallahu sallam alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. So my wife going to always in contact with you through the email, so just already the email, and the next Hajj training 2 weeks after here, inshallah.
Next is on the 30th, right?
Yeah, on the 30th. Yeah, the same time. Yeah.